Snoop Dogg, 50 Cent, and Eminem. Let's talk about it.
This episode is brought to you by Amazon Prime. There's nothing sweeter than baking cookies during the holidays. With Prime, I get all my ingredients delivered right to my door, fast and free, no last-minute store trips needed. And of course, I blast my favorite holiday playlist on Amazon Music. It's the ultimate soundtrack for creating unforgettable memories. From streaming to shopping, it's on Prime. Visit Amazon.com/Prime to get more out of whatever you're into.
How y'all doing? Welcome to Let's Talk About It Music Review Season 10 Part 2, the Christmas Countdown. New episode every day. And guys, we have a lot of stuff to cover this week. I mean, we still got to cover Rose, and we still got to cover some pop stuff. But we're going to take a little break, a little detour from that, because this weekend, Snoop Dogg has finally dropped his new album, produced by Dr. Dre, Missionary. And I was wondering, am I going to do an album review, or am I going to talk about this album? I'm going to be real, guys. I might just do a few track reviews and call it a day there, because, you know, I'm just going to be real with y'all. I'm not the biggest fan these days of listening to Snoop Dogg. I'm just going to be real. Like, will you ever see me listen to Snoop Dogg outside my free time other than this show? Probably not. It's the same thing for 50 Cent. It's the same thing for Eminem. These are just rappers that I just don't really listen to on my free time anymore, I guess. I mean, I guess when I was younger, their music was playing all the time. But, look, I just got done talking about Eminem all the way back a few months ago. I talked about Eminem, and I said, Eminem, on this type of production style that Dr. Dre does, Eminem's gonna sound really good on here, of course. And yeah. So guys, let's talk about this song. I'm gonna give this song a fair shake, because I'm always gonna do that, guys. Even if I don't really listen to this type of music really much anymore, it's alright, guys. Snoop Dogg, 50 Cent, Eminem, Gunz and Smoke. I like that title. And all
Kroger Delivery has one mission: to deliver the freshest food right to your door. That's why our drivers are pros. Our trucks are refrigerated. And when it comes to low prices, we always deliver. With $20 off your first order of $75 or more, there's no better time to get in on the action. Mission accomplished. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
Screwball peanut butter whiskey? Why the hell not? A little salty, a little sweet, a little savory, and always smooth. Screwball, the original peanut butter whiskey that's unexpectedly delicious. Visit ScrewballWhiskey.com to learn more. That's Screwball with a K. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2023 Screwball Spirits, LLC, New York, New York.
So, I do like the beginning. I do like the beginning of this production. I like the sample, how the sample is used and all that stuff. I really like this, wavy kind of, bass that's, being played on this beat, too. That just sounds really good. My only thing about the production that I honestly do not like is the drums. I feel like everything here was working really well together, and then we get these kind of fade out fade out drums. And I guess that's okay if you just want to listen, if you don't want to pay too much attention to the beat. I know when I used to review rap music, on the daily, 24/7, there always was, maybe we calm down the beat, so we let the rapper really rap and do its thing. But guys, I'm going to be real with you, I think, if this had some really good drums, I think this song would have sounded a lot better. And I think that's also going to lead off to my next point, which is 50 Cent. 50 Cent, I think he was trying out a new flow. I don't know. I haven't listened to 50 Cent forever. Look, I think 50 Cent tried on here, I think he tried on here, but what I'm saying is, if the drums were a little bit more there, if the drums were part of the beat, if these drums were deep and they had something to them, they had a little bit of that thump to them, when 50 Cent is like doing like this kind of like offbeat type flow, I feel like it would sound a lot better if these drums were, you know, just a lot more pronounced. I mean, I'm listening to this song and I'm going, what the hell is 50 Cent doing on this beat? It's like, you know, it's like I'm listening to 50 Cent trying to rap off a grocery list, and, you know, and these like weird like fade out drums, but we still got like the hard bass and we got that sample. It's just kind of like confusing a little bit to listen to. And 50 Cent's verse was, you know, not the best. I really wish, I kind of wish they would have, you know, I don't know, did a different, I wish he would have done a different flow. Because I don't think the flow on this beat really matches. And, you know, even if you're doing the offbeat type flow, which, you know, sometimes that works and sometimes it doesn't work. I think in this case, it doesn't work at all. And
subtle results, still you, but with fewer lines. Botox Cosmetic, out of botulinum toxin A, is a prescription medicine used to temporarily make moderate to severe frown lines, crow's feet, and forehead lines look better in adults.
Effects of Botox Cosmetic may spread hours to weeks after injection, causing serious symptoms. Alert your doctor right away as difficulty swallowing, speaking, breathing, eye problems, or muscle weakness may be a sign of a life-threatening condition. Patients with these conditions before injection are at highest risk. Don't receive Botox Cosmetic if you have a skin infection. Side effects may include allergic reactions, injection site pain, headache, eyebrow and eyelid drooping, and eyelid swelling. Allergic reactions can include rash, welts, asthma symptoms, and dizziness. Tell your doctor about medical history, muscle or nerve conditions including ALS or Lou Gehrig's disease, myasthenia gravis, or Lambert-Eaton syndrome, and medications, including botulinum toxins, as these may increase the risk of serious side effects. For full safety information, visit BotoxCosmetic.com or call 877-351-0300.
See for yourself at BotoxCosmetic.com.
Come to me.
Focus Features invites you to succumb to the darkness.
Nosferatu.
From director Robert Eggers comes a masterpiece of horror.
He is coming. This creature is a force more powerful than evil. It is death itself.
Nosferatu. Rated R. Under 17 nanometer without parent. Only in theaters Christmas Day. Special engagements in Dolby and IMAX.
We know you have a lot on your holiday to-do list. And at the UPS Store, we're here to help. With our pack and ship guarantee, your gifts will arrive intact or you'll be reimbursed. Got holiday cards to print? We're also the premier printing store. We've got everything you need for every way you holiday. Visit the upsstore.com/guarantee for full details. Most locations are independently owned. Product services, prices, and hours of operation may vary. See Center for details. The UPS Store. Be unstoppable. Come into your local store today.
At Sierra, discover top workout gear at incredible prices, which might lead to another discovery. Your headphones haven't been connected this whole time. Awkward. Discover top brands at unexpectedly low prices. Sierra, let's get moving.
it's just kind of like, I don't really care for it, guys. Also, 50 Cent's verse is like super fucking short. I don't know why. I don't know why this verse is so super short, and this verse kind of does feel a little bit unfinished. I mean, it kind of awkwardly just transitions to Snoop Dogg, and it just kind of leads me going, was there more to this verse? I mean, did this verse get cut out? Was there a different flow and it, got cut out for time? Like, I don't know. Obviously I don't know. But, it definitely fucking sounds like it, and that's a little bit annoying. It's definitely a little bit annoying to, listen to that and get that. But, I'm going to be real with y'all. The production is just pretty good. I think the production is not, it's pretty good, but the drums are not good. And the only, real negative about the song that I'm going to say about Gunz and Smoke is 50 Cent's verse and then Snoop Dogg's beginning verse. Now, Snoop Dogg does this, singing, slash, rapping thing he does kind of in the beginning. I thought there was maybe going to be a hook, but also there's not a hook in this song. It's just kind of just letting the beat play, and then the next rapper comes on. There's not really a hook. There's not a hook. Snoop Dogg had, 2 verses, though. The first one I didn't really care for. Again, I don't like this, singing. Look, I didn't want to listen to Snoop Dogg when he was singing in bad autotune. I don't want to listen to Snoop Dogg continue to badly sing on these beats. But when we get to that second verse, though, when Snoop Dogg is finally rapping on here, going crazy, We got some flow switches from Snoop Dogg too. I would say overall that's pretty good. I'd say the second verse is pretty good. I like the flow switches. I like the flow overall. And I think, Snoop Dogg's voice definitely does go with the beat very well. We're not in that kind of 50 Cent situation here. We're kind of just, Snoop Dogg doing his thing here. And, that's going to also... And I think overall that's also going to say that Snoop Dogg, I would say, in the beginning was kind of just meh. But then, when we get to that second verse comes in and kind of, I think it kind of fixes things a little bit, makes the track a little bit more enjoyable. And then we get to good old Eminem. As y'all know, guys, I really hated Eminem's last album. I'm kind of saying that exaggerately or whatever. But, when I was listening to that album, I was super disappointed. As you know, I was really believing in the hype of the marketing of that album. And I was really hoping for kind of this, going back to, a story through the whole album. And
This episode is brought to you by Skinny Pop Popcorn. Perfectly popped, endlessly delicious. Oh, so light and crunchy. Skinny Pop Original Popcorn is the snack you've been searching for. Made with just 3 simple ingredients: popcorn kernels, sunflower oil, and salt. Snacking never felt or tasted so good. Perfectly popped, endlessly delicious. Give yourself permission to snack and pick up Skinny Pop Original Popcorn today.
I'm James McComb, reporting live from home in my bathrobe and slippers. Tonight, we're talking Dunkin' Polar Peppermint Coffee. Gene's here with the latest. Gene, do you copy?
The home with Dunkin' is where you want to be.
Critics are celebrating Presumed Innocent,
Can you take me through that night again?
with Variety calling it brilliant.
I betrayed my family, but I would never have hurt her.
It's a sad day when a public servant is accused of such a heinous crime.
Entertainment Weekly praises the impeccable ensemble.
Did he kill his mistress?
It's a question everyone's asking.
And Pace calls Jake Gyllenhaal brilliant.
I did not kill her.
From executive producers David E. Kelly and J.J. Abrams. Presumed Innocent, now streaming on Apple TV+.
And I remember, when I opened this album up and I took one listen of it, and I took a full listen to it, a full listen to this fucking album, I was so disappointed to see the concept kind of just fall off the floor. And to some point where I'm just listening to Eminem just complain about Tom McDonald style lyrics in these fucking songs. It just doesn't make it that much enjoyable to listen to, and I was really disappointed. It's either you go all in, with the Slim Shady thing, or just don't do it. Just release an album of just fucking you doing your thing, rapping. Did I really need this crazy fucking this crazy concept of an album? I mean, it sold really well, nostalgia, all that stuff came into play to make some money off this, but I don't understand that. This is a millionaire. This is a millionaire, guys. I don't understand. I don't understand. But besides my feelings about his last album, of how I didn't really enjoy that, I will say, though, Eminem on Gunz and Smoke, he was the best verse in this whole track. I like the flow, and I've always said this, Eminem sounds so good on these kind of older style beats. I think that's what Eminem always thrives on. I think that's what his voice just... His monotone delivery can really work with these type of beats. And also, when Eminem's kind of doing the grandpa, rapping about his life or whatever, when we're doing that, when I hear that, you can do that, and if it's on this, old style beat, it's gonna sound good, it's gonna sound great. And then we have Eminem with these really great flow switches, too, that just make the whole track just come together. And I would say also, overall, Eminem had a really good goddamn verse. And I think he was the best part of this song, which is kind of funny, because I really thought maybe 50 Cent was going to be the best part of the song for me, but fucking 50 Cent disappointed me. I don't understand. I don't understand they didn't re-record that verse. I don't know how you can, put that out and,
With Uber Reserve, good things come to those who plan ahead. Family vacay? Reserve your ride as soon as you book your flights. To all the planners, now you can reserve your Uber ride up to 90 days in advance. See Uber app for details.
Oh, say that's a good verse. I don't think so. I think it was off flow. It was off beat. His voice just didn't really match well with this beat. And I think 50 Cent could have been taken off that song, and it wouldn't even fucking matter because 50 Cent is barely on that fucking song. So, guys, overall, this track is pretty okay. Production's good. Snoop Dogg, I didn't like what Snoop Dogg did in the beginning, but Snoop Dogg, second verse, he's pretty good too. Eminem's pretty good, and then 50 Cent disappointed me a little bit. But yeah, guys, overall, this is not a bad song at all. Actually, it's a pretty decent song. Just that 50 Cent had a better verse, I would have gave this song, a higher score. But it's going to get a 6 out of 10 for me. 6 out of 10, what y'all think about it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? I don't know. Let me know. Guys, thank you so much for listening, guys. If you're on YouTube, Spotify, Pandora, wherever you get your podcast at, make sure you follow. Turn on notifications, guys, and I'll see y'all later. You have a good one. Bye.